What is going on, everybody? Still working on the SCX10 building the shocks. I only build one of them. No sense in doing all four of them on camera. I use factory team green slime for the O-rings. It helps protect them from drying out and can help prevent some leaks. Pretty good stuff. Squirt a little bit in there and pop a little silicone O-ring in. Stuff is a little messy, and I just take one of my hex drivers and gently push the O-ring down in there. I'll use a knife or a sharp, screwdriver or something like that. You don't want to damage the O-ring because that's what's going to cause your leaks. I know a lot of people hate axial shocks. I've never had a problem with them leaking. I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky. But and put a little black plastic spacer in there. Kind of push him down. And a little bit more slime. And one more little silicone. I don't even know if you can see that. It's a little silicone, clear silicone O-ring. And a little bit more slime on the outside of it. I'm not, loading this stuff on there, overdoing it, just getting a little bit all around everything. And then the little cap. I put that on loose. I don't tighten that down until I put the axle shaft through, or the shock shaft through. And we also have an O-ring that goes in the cap, and I green slime the crap out of him as well. Try to get a little thin layer all the way around in there. My fingers to pick up the O-ring. There we go. And this fits down in there fairly snug, so you got to kind of work him in there a little bit. Well, there we go. Make sure he is seated down in there all the way around. It's like a little groove down there for it. Just kind of make sure it's down there all the way. He's down in there good. And the part everybody hates, you got your little shock shaft, and you got your little bitty tiny E-clips. Some people call them Jesus clips, because his name usually comes into play when you're trying to put them on. But if you can get it lined up, get them on. See what I mean? Nope. I know they make tools for this, but I don't have one. Alright. Get them lined up where you can hold them like that. know it's on there all the way if you can rotate it freely around. If you can't rotate it around like that, then it's not on there all the way. And then we got our little piston top. Slide him on there. And then another little E-clip. This one's a little easier. Get him into place there. And click. And again, make sure that it rotates freely. That means he's in there all the way, not going to come out. Then we can slide him through. Wipe off the little green slime blob there. Now we can tighten that down. If you wait and squash those O-rings around that shock shaft after you push the thread part through, then there's less chance of the threads on here damaging your O-rings. Now we just got to fill them with oil, and I've got axial 30 weight here is all I'm using. This is half a bottle left over from the last axial kit I put together. And just fill her up. I won't quite fill her up all the way yet. So we get some of the air bubbles out. I might have filled it up a little too much to do that. Just work it back and forth a little bit. And these do have bleeder holes in them. So you should. Ooh. Whoopsie. Coming out there now. What a mess. I've never found a non-messy way to put shocks together, other than just leaving the oil out of them. Like that. And that's pretty good. Not getting a lot of bounce back. Nothing like it. Oh, let's see here. We need one of these guys. I'm gonna do shock pliers. A pair of shock pliers over here. I have a factory team shock pliers. Which come in handy for putting these little guys on. Just run them up until the threads are not visible. Alright, now we have two springs, a red and a green. Red being the softer of the two. Pop the spring on. Pop your spring little stopper holder thingy on. And these are a clamping type. Pretty nice. I'm not sure. I believe they have the softer springs going in the rear, I believe is how they set these up. Feels pretty good. That's a nice shot. Stainless steel pivot balls. I think they're stainless anyway. That's what they look like. And the big pivot ball has a big spacer on it. That's the one that goes up top. Just like that. There's a finished shock. These actually feel like a pretty good shot. So I will finish those up. And then we will carry on. I think the next up is the transmission. Yes, next up we'll be starting the transmission. So this was a little bitty short video, but appreciate everybody watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Leave a comment. If you have an SCX10 III, let me know what you think about it. You like it? Hate it? In the middle? Not sure yet? Let me know. Until next time, later.